Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone rule well, and to the Akim and Akwath, trying the four corners of the earth, holding on to the gospel of Hamashiach Yahushai, holding on to the testimony of the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai in sincerity and truth. This Brahman shared with the DC camp. Short lesson and edification for the hopeful elect and for our fellow Israelites that are waking up. So this situation with the school shooting in Texas, man, it's just another example of our people not understanding that this is a land of captivity, all right? And the curses is just coming upon our people, man, from left, right, and center. Yeah, so you gotta know exactly what what you're dealing with, man. You know, that this curse has been a lot put upon our people. It's no joke. And it shouldn't be taken as an excuse to look the other way. You know, our people need to return to the Lord, Hamashiach Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kadash, and repent. That's all it is, man. You know, that way it makes it easy for them to hope and cope with the bitterness, with the adversity they're going to experience, or that they are experiencing here in Babylon, all right? So that's a short synopsis of this lesson. And, you know, people that were out there were yelling and screaming, you know, why didn't the police go in? But, hey, you can't really hold them accountable because the law's on their side, all right? So when the police delays going in to protect the children, that becomes a situation people are not understanding, you know, because the law's on the books. It's not something that people need to ignore. All that emotional reaction is valid, but at the same time, when the cops are just out there waiting on so-called backup, and they were heavily armed themselves, it just shows you that the system wasn't built for our people, you know, to be delivered in the times of trouble. This system wasn't meant to make our people whole, all right? It's a system that, you know, causes so many levels of degeneration in our people, all right? So the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 19, it says this: confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. So our people standing outside the school, outside the yellow line with cops trying to keep them away. It just shows you that there's a disconnect. You know, the parents, their friends and family members, you know, we're all desperate, you know, to go in there to save their children. But, you know, the shooter had a buffet, you know. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. And that's what a lot of people, you know, gonna see it as, you know, that they gave the shooter enough time to enjoy himself, you know, to get excited about an easy target, you know. So it just shows you that our people don't get it, you know. They don't get it. And they have to be wise as serpents and harmless as a dove, just like the Lord Yahushua said that. You know, being wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. And at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to start understanding that the Lord, you know, is the one that's allowed all these evil things to come to pass, all right? So I'm going to read from the book of First Samuel chapter 2 verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bring it up. It's that clear. That's one thing that people need to understand. The Lord has allowed these heartbreaking events to take place. All these incidents has to take place because it's part of prophecy. All right. So our people are going to learn that they can't put their trust in Esau's system, and they have to turn to the Lord. And that's the reason why our people, we need that rude awakening. All right. So they're gonna have to turn to the Lord as early as possible, man. That's why the Lord said, these people gotta seek Him early. All right. So let me get this precept real quick. So, book of Hosea, chapter 5, verse 15 says this: I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. All right. So, this is a great opportunity for our people to seek the Lord. All right. This is a great opportunity for our people to seek the Lord. To ask the Lord, how about Shema Shai Bashim Hakadash for help. All right. Just like during the time of 9/11, a lot of people were just lost and confounded. They were just trying to make sense of the tragedy. They were up there in the churches, just sitting down, trying to get their thoughts together. Trying to reach out, for someone to offer words of condolences, words of empathy. So it's just that cycle is going to come back again, man. So a lot of people are going to realize that the government has no duty to protect them. All right, and that's that. That's that, and they're going to end up, building up their own capacity, to handle situations. Because when they learn from this incident, they know that it is what it is, man. They're not going to wait on the police no more, and that's the irony of this incident, because they're going to see the trickery of this culture of vultures, looking for easy prey. Always want to take advantage of people's tragedies. So you're going to see a lot of people, they're going to be cussing out their officials, and they're going to, come up with their own remedy, because it has been proven that they cannot rely on the government anymore, man. So when they have the legal justification to prove their point, what's the government going to do? So that's why the elites are working so hard to get rid of the Constitution, man. All right. So I'm going to read this precept from the book of Sirach. Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. All right. This is the mindset our people are going to get accustomed with, concerning the deeds and the deals of their oppressors. All right. So it says, verse 10, Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, never trust an enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. All right. So that's going to be a central point of reference in their minds. Every time they see somebody from a government entity, they're going to understand that they cannot be trusted, and never will they be trusted. So it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. So they're going to know that every good deed that the so-called government officials do, they're just going to take it with a grain of salt, because they know they don't want to be caught, napping. The next time, like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So that's the mindset that's going to be spreading like wildfire out here, okay? And then verse 12 says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. So they're going to understand that they want to take advantage of the situation to disempower the people. So when they know that they're getting screwed from the top, the so-called government policies and government laws is just making the people's lives difficult, you can't convince those people anymore, because it's a pattern, to the madness that they've been observing. All right, so they don't really care about the speeches and all the news coverage. You're looking at the patterns of behavior. All right, so when they see that past cases about the police officers not being held accountable because they chose not to respond, or they had a delayed response, that's that. They're going to understand that they're on their own, and that's going to cause the stocks of this how you say this weapons manufacturers to go up. All right, sales is going to go through the roof. That's going to be the talk of the town, and you got more people online now talking about weapons than ever before. Because they can't depend on a system that is not proactive to their needs. All right. So just to get straight to the point, the man of the Lord will stay spiritual. That's why we read Psalms 121. It says, I will lift up mine eyes to the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shah Bashim Kakadash, which made heaven and earth. Okay? So that's one thing, we're always going to remember, Psalms 121. And a lot of our people don't understand that there's a time that Jacob's trouble is going to become more apparent. Okay? So, and the funny thing with all these situations, man, there's always a so-called manifesto, man. With these so-called shootings, the one in the Buffalo had a different manifesto. The one in the underground NYC train system had a so-called manifesto. This one even had a so-called manifesto on his cell phone, talking about his as by his text messages and all that stuff. All right. So verse 3 says, he will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. So that's the point right there, man. The Lord Bashima Shai Bashima Krakadash is not blind to the tragedy people is experiencing. The children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. So you just gotta pray that you don't get knocked off your balance by all these so-called stories that we keep hearing on the news. So another precept I would like to look into or bring out It's in the book of Psalms, chapter 118, verses 8 and 9. It says, it is better to trust in the Lord Yahweh than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord Yahweh than to put confidence in princes. Simple, straight to the point. All right. And that's it there, Akim. All these so-called SWAT teams and all these quick response teams and hostage rescue teams, they can't do nothing. When the Lord says He's going to make an example of that situation, just tell them to pause 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 25 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, trying to get the negotiator. So then they'll know that the Lord is going to, show His power, because only the wise of our people will get the true lesson of these incidents, of the tragedies that our people are experiencing. So, Abarat, you've been edified. Just look into it. Go online, man. These cops have no duty to protect. The courts, the Supreme Court have already ruled on that, all right? So all they're going to have is just, talks around the table, press conferences, what happened, why did this happen. They're not going to tell you about the cops cannot be held liable legally in the court for not responding on time. Shalom.